apologize for the interruption. It's dinner time, and yeah. So what I was saying is you can make like temples, like a holy temple, kind of like if anybody watched Mayanite, this would kind of be, you know, the Mayanite temple block, and this would be the Ionite, not Ionite, Dianite. Yeah, I had to think about it. There would be the Dianite type temple blocks, and this is also the temple block as a whole. Maybe this would be Ionite's colors. I don't really know. That's just my opinion. But if you're doing something, you know, or temple-wise, kind of a light temple, a dark temple, and kind of a watery or a air temple, something like that. And for the holy stone, it's again the 8 blocks with a feather in the middle. And we'll cover this. And I will say this is the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time in part 2. Have a good day. Bye. To part 2. And as we just finished off talking about the Mayanite and temple blocks and holy blocks, here we have lava blocks. This would also, or lava stone. Again, this is stone with a lava bucket in the middle, and this could be also good for Dianite as well. I don't know why I keep bringing that subject up, because it was something that was talked about in that, and it's lava. Continuing on down, we have marble and limestone. These are the 2 blocks that you'll find in the World Gen, and these are the different recipes, chiseled out recipes. Also, these can be made into stairs and half slabs, and as well, the half slabs can be also chiseled along with the stairs as well. This is for how to make, well, this was to be how to make the pillar blocks, and it's, I believe, let's see if I can make this right. So it should be the same recipe as forever. I don't understand why it doesn't keep the recipe. Sometimes it's a bug. I believe it's a bug in these crafting stations. But anyways, you take any of these already pre-chiseled blocks, stick them in a 6x6, and it'll make a marble pillar, and then you can chisel them down to whatever looks you want. I like these if you're like making a bank, and you're making an old classic bank, or if you're making a monument, maybe like the Washington Monument or the Lincoln Monument, if you know who those are. In America, we have monuments to a couple presidents, and you could use those blocks along with carpenter's blocks to make, you know, kind of a resembling of the monument. Next up are the temple blocks. And to make temple blocks, you need stone again and lapis lazuli, and these are chiseled variations. And to make the mossy temple blocks, which is all you do is you take a normal temple block, throw a ball of moss at it, and you can make these. So if you want to make a stack of this type of temple block, you're going to have to make 64 of these, 64 balls of moss, and you can go from there. So a bit expensive, but if you want the mossy texture on them, which I kind of like the mossy texture on this compared to the mossy, the chiseled moss, it doesn't look like too obtrusive for your eyes. Next item up is the void stone. The void stone recipe is 4 obsidian in the corners and stone and an ender pearl. So this is a bit expensive, and this is also a later game tier, you know, once you get diamonds. And this is the look of the void stone. I think it's real cool. Again, if you want to make a temple out of it, you can make kind of an ender temple. This is a pillar, and the pillar, to make a pillar, is just a 4x4. This over here, the difference between this pillar and this pillar is actually its moves. So this is an energetic pillar, and I didn't keep the recipe again. And to make this is exactly the same recipe for this, except for you remove the ender pearl with an ender eye, and it will give you energetic void stone, and you just repeat this recipe with the void stone to make the energetic void stone pillars. Again, I just inputted this not more than a few minutes before recording. I don't know why this didn't save. If you know why it didn't save, please let me know down below. I have a feeling it's like a conflict error with this mod of the crafting mod, the crafting tables from Tinker's Construct, but some of them keep, some of them don't. Next up is water stone. Just like the lava stone, you just replace the lava bucket with a water bucket, and there's actually water running through it just like the lava, and I think it's real cool. These do not burn, from last time I checked, do not burn wood, so these are kind of a good, and I don't believe they give off any light, so they're just more of an aesthetic pleasing thing, but you know, if you like them for your build, then you got them right there. Now we're getting into the metal blocks. This was actually iron. I am just going to scroll up to the factory blocks in the list and then show you from there. Let's see here. I don't know why I didn't want to keep it. I'd probably bypass it, try and look for it. Actually, I know what the recipe is, so let's just go back and pick up some iron, a stack of iron. And I believe the recipe is as such. There we go. So, to make these factory blocks, you need stone in the corners and then 4 iron ingots. So it is a bit expensive if you don't have much iron, but if you want to make a factory and the blocks for a factory, this is it. And again, you place this block in a chisel and it'll output these blocks. And I have my sounds down, but if you walk across them, there's a tinny sound to them as well. There's also specific sounds, I believe, for the holy blocks alone, kind of a tinkling sound, but I do have my sounds turned down. Because this is more about me talking than actually hearing sounds. But I'll let you play around with that when you get the mod. The next item up is a Futura block. There's only 4 of them in the list, but they're pretty cool looking blocks. And the recipe is that 4 stone in the corners, stone bricks in a diamond shape, and a redstone in the middle, and you have the Futura blocks. I think these would be cool to use with some of the other metal blocks. Actually, the Tyrian or the there's a lab block down below as well. I think as a flooring base or some aspects in the walls. Maybe if you want to make a spaceship or something like that. These are also good for spaceship as well. These are hex plating, and it's stone and charcoal, and the different colors are chiseled. So you put the black in, and you'll get the different colors as a chisel output. There are some blocks that actually look cool, but they're actually requiring dye, and we'll get to those as well. Next up is the laboratory wall, and as I said, the Futura would kind of be good as flooring. And to make that, you need 8 stone and another quartz, and you'll get one input to this, stick it in your chisel, and you'll get these different blocks, which I think are pretty cool. These are also new blocks, all 3 of them so far, to the mod, to point to number 2. Here's another one. Is a technical block. Again, a new block to the mod. Oops, sorry. And it is 5 stone in an X pattern and 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds. 4 iron in a diamond pattern. And the cool thing about these, this is not a texture pack. Okay, this is direct downloaded. There is actual animation in the blocks, as you could have saw in the Futura block over there. This is once you download this pack, there's no texture packs. In fact, I will show you that there is no resource packs. This is just the default resource pack. This is what comes with it. So, and great. Now I have to wait for it to say, so you've selected this, so we're going to sit here and buffer now. Even though I didn't add anything or change the resource pack, it's going to do this. Fix your game, Minecraft. Fix your game, Microsoft. Fix your game. Yeah, now we can't blame Mojang no more. We can blame Microsoft. Fix your game. I had to do it. Everybody does it, so why not? Next up is this is actually was in Chisel 1, and it's the Tyrian. It's a futuristic armor plating block, which I think are really cool. And you can make good spaceships. Actually, I was thinking about this and Hexic, and I was thinking about Alien Isolation. Yeah, these would be actually kind of cool as ships for Alien Isolation or mods kind of like that. Because there are alien mods. I don't know if they've been upgraded or not. Next up are the warning sign blocks. It is 8 pieces of stone and a sign in the middle, and it does what it says. There's radiation and toxic and fire and explosions and death and falling and slippery surfaces and caustic surfaces and needing oxygen and do not enter and construction and all that kind of cool stuff. So if you have like a building under construction, you put the under construction sign, or if you have a building that you've closed down on a server or something like that, you can put the do not enter sign in front of it, kind of keep people away from it. Next up are the anti-blocks, and it's stone and glowstone, and you input it into the chisel, I think so, and you get all these different colors. I think, I'm not 100% sure because I haven't checked this out. Let's go to midnight. They do. These are light blocks, as well as these as well. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. And the lava blocks do give off light. So you can see some of the blocks do give off light, which is kind of cool. So this mod adds a couple of light blocks to the game without really too much of expense. So cool aspects. can be made with these. I think some of these would be good in spaceships, and if you just like to add them in your building as well. Next up are carpet blocks, and it's just wool and string. Whatever color wool will output whatever color block you see here, and string. And you can then turn these into carpets by doing the same method as making carpets in Minecraft. A 2x2 of these will output you 3 carpets. Okay, burp. They don't want to fly. And as I said, the next block up is the clouds. As I just talked about earlier, these are the cloud blocks chiseled out. And so you can harvest these blocks and turn them into chiseled blocks as well. If you're tired of the way normal Minecraft glass looks, you can take the normal glass paint block, and unless you dye them, or if you dye them, and you can output these, and they also make panes as well. But the thing is, the dyed blocks will make those dyed panes over there, and they won't output these. So this is just normal glass. And another thing is, if you have a mod that adds glass in there, like quartz glass from Ender.io or whatever, there is a possibility that it will show up in your chisel list. Some mod pack creators will disable it because they'll find it cheaty, and others may not, or may not even know it's there. Leaves. You can now chisel leaves. So you can add a block of leaf in there, and you can output kind of a dried leaf, a foresty leaf, a kind of a pink cherry blossom leaf, and then of course kind of bushes, and then a Christmassy leaf as well down the line. Next up is, if you're into Asian themed buildings, are the paper wall blocks. And actually, to make a paper wall block, you need to actually make a paper wall screen, or just the paper wall itself, and it's 8 pieces of paper and a stick. And in order to make the block itself, you'll need to take 4 of these, and a 4x4 crafting station will make the block as a whole. So it's kind of cool, and if you like to make Asian style builds, Japanese style builds, you have that ability to do such with that. Next item up is the Christmassy chests. If you guys have been playing Minecraft for a while, you know that Mojang during the Christmas seasons puts out usually the red and green chests. Sometimes you might see other color chests. But this mod gives you the ability to do it year-round. What you do is you take a normal chest, and whatever color you want, a piece of dye will output you 1 present chest. So you can change up the look of your chest, and if you decide to make a Christmas tree for a Christmas theme on a server with this chisel mod installed, you can make a Christmas tree with the leaves over there, and then you can add these blocks underneath and put your presents in them. As I mentioned with the asphalt, there are paver stones, and here you go. The road's paver stones, or road line name, and to make that you need 6 bone meal and redstone, and then you put them in a chisel to make the white. These are output the white, but you can also make the yellow and the double lines as well. So these will make single lines and double line roads. Another block that's brand new is the transparent technical block, a scaffolding. And in order to make this, is a 4x4 of stone, a diamond of iron, and a glass block in the middle. Will input this will give you 32 of these, and then you just put them in a chisel and it'll output these. I think this one right here is supposed to move because it's supposed to be the malfunctioning one, and if you remember, if you looked at the other one, the malfunctioning one spins like the fan, because these are fan blades. It spins like the fan, but it also slows down and speeds up. So I think that might have to spin. I'm not 100% sure. Either I put in the wrong block, but I don't think I did. I think I did. Let's find that block here and input it and actually test the situation live. All the way down the bottom. There it is, in the malfunctioning one. And we'll put the malfunctioning one there. Nope. It becomes... Oh no, it is a malfunctioning. So it's still stationary. I don't know if that's actually meant to turn or not, so... Oh well, if it doesn't. And next up is, yes, you can now chisel torches. So you stick a torch in a chisel, and you can output this torch, this torch, this torch, or lanterns, and then kind of a iron rod torch, and then more Chinese lanterns. These are kind of Japanese, these are kind of Chinesey, and then light bulbs, clear and non-clear. And 2 more blocks, and we are done. Here are the last 2 blocks, and these are the Valentine's blocks. To make a Valentine's block, it's just pink dye and stone. Gives you 8 Valentine's blocks, which is just pink bricks. But if you put them in a chisel, you can make, from Portal, the companion cube. And there you have it. That's it. The companion cube. So these blocks and this mod gives you the opportunity to expand what you're... God, I hate doing that. Sorry. To expand your building opportunities and your building prowess, giving you new blocks to play around with and whatnot. I really do enjoy this mod. I've been playing it for a while. The original. I haven't played around with the new one, but the abilities, as I kind of stated, to make different things, you know, Christmas, if you're doing Christmas on a server, or making, you know, alien isolation or alien block kind of ships and stuff like that for people to input into other mods or whatnot, you know, to the laboratory or biological factory and whatnot. I like this. I've always enjoyed this mod. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it for me. I will see you next time with the next mod, and hopefully it won't take forever for me to output. I do apologize for the wait, but I had different things going on, and as you can see, laying out this mod is a bit large and intensive. So I do appreciate your time, and have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye.